Hello guys, welcome to the Tutorial Master, and in this video we are going to be looking at converting between degree, minute and second notation, which is a DMS notation, and the decimal form for angles. Okay, so as we all know, to say there are two ways of measuring angles, or two commonly used measures for angles, and these are degrees as well as radians. Degrees and what? Radians. So when we measure angles in degree form, there are two ways again of representing angles in degree form. There is what we call the degree, minute, second notation, which is a DMS notation, and what we all know, which is a decimal form, where an angle is represented, let's say 20.5 degrees, 20.26 degrees. That's a decimal form of representing an angle in degree form. So for us to be able to do that, to be able to convert between the two forms, we need to know from the angle measurement that one revolution is equal to 360 degrees, and then the 90 degree, which is a right angle, is equal to 1 over 4 revolutions, and then 180 degrees, which is a straight line angle, is simply equal to 1 over 2 revolutions. So dealing with these two notation, we need to know that 1 prime simply represents minute form, okay, or simply 1 minute, and then 1 double prime represents seconds, or simply 1 second. Okay, so and then from time notation, we all familiar with the time notation, and we all know time measurement. We know that 1 minute, okay, is simply equal to what? 60 seconds. Okay, 1 minute is simply equal to 60 seconds. Okay, we all know that. But the other thing that we all need to know again is that the same 1 minute is simply equal to 1 over 60 degrees. 60 what? Degrees. So we have a minute which is equal to 60 seconds, which is also equal to 1 over 60 what? Degrees. Okay. Also equal to 1 over 60 degrees. So from this conversion, we also need to understand that 1 second is equal to 1 over 60 minute. 1 over what? 60 minute. Okay. We also need to understand that 1 second, the same 1 second, simply equal to 1 over 360, that 3,600 degrees. Okay, 1 over 360, 1 over 3,600 degrees. Sorry. Okay, so knowing this is going to allow us to convert between degree, minute, seconds into decimal form of angles, as well as from this decimal form of angles to the degree, minute, seconds of angles. Okay, of angles. Yeah. So let's look at that. So here is an example. Question 1 is saying convert from the degree, minute, second notation, which is the DMS notation, to the decimal form. Okay, to the decimal form. So let's start here. A is saying we convert 15 degree, 30 minutes into the decimal form. So solution for A, we have 15 degrees, 30 minutes. Sorry. 15 degrees 30 minutes. Okay, 15 degrees 30 minutes. So this is same as 15 degrees plus what? 30 minutes. 30 what? Minutes. So convert into decimal form. The only thing that we need to convert in this case is the 30 minutes. That's all we need to convert, the 30 minutes. That's all. So how do we convert the 30 minutes now? So it is 30 minutes. Converting this is same as 30 multiplied by 1 minute. Okay, but we understand to say 1 minute is simply equal to 1 over 60 what? Degrees. Simplifying this, we are going to get 30 over 60 degrees, which is equal to 1 over 2 degrees, which is simply equal to 0.5 degrees. So we have converted the 30 minutes into degrees, which has given us 0.5 degrees. 0. What? 0.5 degrees. Okay, 0.5 degrees. So let's proceed. So now this one, 15 degree 30 minutes in decimal form is going to be 15 degrees plus 0.5 degrees, which is equal to 15.5 degrees. Okay, we proceed to B. Okay, we proceed to B. So B is saying we convert 50 degrees 6 minutes, so that is 50 degrees 6 minutes and 21 seconds into the degree form, into the decimal form. So converting this one, this is simply same as 50 degrees plus 6 minutes plus 21 seconds. So what we need to convert now in this case is the 6 minutes and then as well as the 21 seconds. So let's start by converting the 6 minutes. So 6 minutes will be equal to 6 times 1 minute, but we know to say 1 minute is equal to 1 over 60 degrees. So this will simply equal to 1 over 60 degrees, which is 1 over 10 degrees. Simplifying that, that is same as 0.1 degrees. So we've converted, we have converted the 6 minutes into degrees, and we now know that the 6 minutes in degrees is same as 0.1 degrees. So let's convert now the 21 second, which will be equal to 21 multiplied by 1 second. But we all know to say 1 second is simply equal to 1 over 3600 degrees. 1 over 3600 degrees. So dividing this, let me get my calculator. That is 21 divided by 3600. That will give us 0. This will be equal to 0.0058 degrees. Okay, 0.0058 degrees. So now we had 50 degrees plus 6 minutes, which we know to be 0.1 degrees, plus 21 seconds, which we know to be 0.0058 degrees. When we had this, okay, this will give us 50. Okay, this will give us 50.1058 degrees. So that is our final answer of the 50 degrees 6 minutes 21 seconds in decimal form. Okay, so guys, this is how we convert from the degree minute second notation to the decimal form notation. So in our next question, we'll be looking at converting from the decimal form back to the degree minute, back to the degree minute second notation. Okay, so here is the question, guys, and the question is simply saying convert from the decimal form to the degree minute second form. Okay, so how do we do that? Okay, let's proceed. So solution. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll begin with A, and we want to convert 32.25 degrees into the degree minute second notation, the DMS notation. So in this case, we need to understand that what we have here is 32 degrees plus 0.25 degrees. So what we need to convert here is the decimal point, or the decimal part of this degree. So we have 0.25 degrees. Now converting this to minutes and seconds, it will be 0.25 multiplied by 1 degree. Okay, multiplied by 1 degree. Okay, so what we need to understand is that 1 degree is equal to 60 what? Minute. 1 degree is equal to what? 60 minute. So sorry, not seconds, not seconds, but minute. 1 degree is equal to 60 minute. So in this case, what we're going to have is 0.25 multiplied by what? 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes. So punching that into the calculator, which is 0.25 multiplied by 60 will give us what? 15. So this will give us 15 what? Minutes. So 0.25 degrees is simply 15 minutes in time notation. So what we have now is 32 degrees plus 0.25 degrees, which you have now converted. It's 2 degrees plus in 2 minutes, which is 15 minutes. Now this will give us 32 degree 15 minute. So 32.25 degrees simply equal to 32 degrees 15 minutes. 32 degrees 15 what? Minute. Okay, so let's proceed, guys. Let's look at the second question. Okay, I'll grab a piece of paper, or we can proceed from here. What we're looking at, okay, what we're looking at now is converting. We want to convert 21, which is our B of question 21.256 degrees into degree, minute, and seconds. This is a decimal form. So, and we've been taught to round off the answer to the nearest second. So we'll begin by separating this 21 degrees plus 0.256 degrees. So now we understand that we have to convert the decimal part from degrees to minutes and seconds. So 0.256 degrees is equal to 0.256 multiplied by 1 degree. So we know that 0.256, we know that 1 degree is simply equal to 60 minutes. And then punching that into the calculator, that is 0.256 multiplied by 60. We are going to have 15.36 minutes. Okay, and again in this case we have a decimal place. We have a decimal part of this solution. So this same one 15 minutes plus 0.36 minutes. So we have to convert now 0.36 into seconds. 0.36 seconds is equal to 0.36 multiplied by 1 minute, sorry, and then we understand to say 0.36 times 1 minute is simply equal to 60 seconds. 1 minute, we know that is equal to 60 seconds. So when we multiply this, 0.36 times 60 will give us 21.6 seconds, but we've been told to line off to the nearest second. We won't proceed to go into milliseconds because we can go there for precise sake. So, but we're going to end here. So we round off, which we can probably do looking at the decimal number that we have in the decimal place. So this will be 22 seconds. So this now 21.256 degrees will be equal to, in the degree, minute, second notation, is going to be equal to 21 degrees 15 minutes 22 seconds. Guys, that is our answer. We have simply converted from the decimal form to the degree, minute, second notation, to the degree, minute, second what notation. Okay, so we may start wondering, why is this how is this notation important? Okay, how is it important? Why, to what significance is it? Okay, What significant is it? So we need to understand that this notation is significant because it allows for precise expression of small angles or coordinates. For example, angles in geometry and trigonometry often use degree, minute, second notation to describe precise measurements. The other point that you need to take down is that navigation systems like GPS completely or totally relies on degree, minute, second notation to provide accurate location and direction information. Okay, that's what it does. And usually the degree, minute, second notation is a way to express angles and coordinates using degree and minute, seconds. And why is it that? As Area said, it's because it provides precise locations on the Earth's surface, and yeah, and they're right. It's very important in navigation. So that's the importance of this notation, guys, for presenting angles as we measure them in degrees. Thanks very much for watching this video, and please subscribe for more such content. See you in the next video, and see you soon.